So this is what allows me to run my 1975 Trillium off-grid, including that air conditioner you saw in the last video. And today I'm going to show you how. I chose the Tech X lithium phosphate deep cycle battery because of a bunch of different reasons. Number one, 12 volt battery, 320 amp hours, Bluetooth capability, and the price and all those features. It was a great deal. There was no other choice. And I've been extremely happy with it. My 15 watt pure sine wave inverter allows me to take the 12 volt power from the battery and convert it into 120 power to power my outlets and to power my lights and to also power that air conditioner that you saw in the last video. I chose to go with 200 watt panels that were portable, a suitcase style. The reason I chose this because permanently fixing solar panels to my roof would have made it so that I was unable to park in the shade. I am in Florida, and there are many other places around the United States where you might want to be able to park in the shade and not have to park out in the sun. So what I did was got myself a really nice suitcase solar panel setup, and I have a retractable cord that comes out of the Trillium for about 20 feet, and then I have an about 30-foot extension cord for it, so that I can park nice and deep in the shade and I can pull those solar panels way out into the sun and I can get all the solar I need. If I have shore power available, that comes in through my shore power outlet or inlet into the camper and goes to power the entire electrical system, and also powers the trickle charger for the lithium ion battery that I have. That is also controlled by Bluetooth, and I am able to then charge up from shore power. If shore power is not available, the other option is solar. So if I am parked in the shade, my 200 watt solar panels have 20 feet directly from the Trillium, and if I need more distance, I can get up to 50 feet with my 30-foot extension cable. So I can bring the solar panel up to 50 feet away from the Trillium to be able to get some sunlight to create some power. The power goes through the cord into the solar power controller, then charges the 12 volt battery. I downloaded a diagram from Zero Grid, which helped me figure out how to lay out my entire system. And the recommendation was to take a board and screw everything down onto the board that was able to fit on the board. Not the inverter, not the battery, and not the breakers and the outlets on one side. So that made it much easier to kind of figure out, since I have very limited knowledge of electrical systems, I recommend doing something like that. It was a real help. In my system, I've installed a switch that allows me to go from my shore power 120 over to my inverter 120. There is a 0 where neither source is being used, but the 12-volt battery power is still in use. I have a complete battery shut-off switch. This switch allows me to shut off any power coming out of the battery. In my system, I have what's called a shunt, and the shunt tells me remotely on a little screen what's going on in my electricity, charging the battery, solar power coming in, usage going out, and I can keep an eye on what's going on, how charged my battery is. So this is how someone with very limited knowledge of how to do all these things was able to figure out how to get a decent electrical system that has lots of options. Off-grid, shore power, solar. Who could want anything more?